How have things been since the robbery? What was your first reaction, and how did you get to this point where you're on your feet? Like, you're in a new country, you don't have anything set up, you don't have, you're still finding your footing in this new place. You're still settling down, and you just had to deal with the fact that your money and a lot of valuable things were gone. How did you deal with that?
So, immediately when it happened, I was like in a very, very dark space. Thankfully I had a friend with me on that day, and you know, I asked them. I was like, Why am I even here?" Like, you know, what more can you take from me, between my mom, my dad passing away, and it it has felt and often, um, how alone I feel sometimes, especially without siblings or, other close relatives. So it really had me questioning there for a moment, like, what's the point? Like, what more do you want from me? Kind of thing. And you know, I think it was like a couple of days after that. Um, sorry, a week after that, I had my birthday celebration, and then immediately after that, I got sick, and that's really when it hit in terms of like my body. Because at first, it's like you go into that mode, like, okay, you're just trying to handle it, you're trying to deal with things, you're trying to prepare for police, right, and trying to make sure everything's prepared. And so straight after my birthday, I got sick, and I was talking to Michael at that time, and I was like, "Look, I can't concentrate. Like, I'm so sick. There's a lot that I want to do to kind of, you know, offset what has happened." And he was like, "Just take, like, what would be the worst thing that would happen if you took a week off?" And, I was like, "Yeah, that's actually a really good point." And so finally, between getting sick and just like that burnout or that moment, I had 2 weeks. Like, I didn't post. And I'm so grateful for that, because it really made me realize how much of in a cycle I was, like in a comfort cycle. And this is something that I talk about a lot in terms of, pushing back against the shoulds, pushing back against like being comfortable, because you're not growing in that comfortable. But, you know, as you mentioned in your question, right? Like, I had just moved to Valencia, and it was at one point where I was like, I just want to be comfortable for like one, and I think I got stuck in that, and it affected like, oh, I just need to do like XYZ. I just need to do content, post, do engagement, like, and like it's the same thing every day. And I got stuck in that. And having those 2 weeks, it made me realize that I was doing that, and that, you know, it wasn't getting me anywhere. You want to focus on the things that actually are working, that, having some effect or they're having some growth. And that wasn't it. So I am so grateful in hindsight for it, because it has given me that redirect and that fresh focus of this needs to change. What are the things that I should be focusing on? And going all in and being like, hey, you know what? Why are we playing things safe just to blend in with everyone else? And I know, like, I am an active person that says, don't do that. And I did it myself. I got stuck into myself. So it was really frustrating for me to get in there and recognize that I was doing that. And since then, I've made that decision, and you can see it with the content recently, where it's like very much just take it or leave it, like, and you can see my voice in it, etc. Because I think that's what the differentiation is. And same as this idea of the videos raw, it was like, well, just because nobody is doing it doesn't mean it's not a thing. Like, why don't we start something? Why don't we do something that's, eh, people, if you fuck up, people will forget. So why not fuck up? Why not do that?
What is one feedback that you got that really stung, but like you realized that it was a good thing at some point and it kind of like changed how you worked?
So this is talking with one of my clients in hindsight.